So I was driving, much like a night like tonight, and I'm on a main road about 3 minutes from my house, coming home from work. And it's one of those nights where, like, the moon is shining brightly, it's illuminating everything around you, there's nobody on the road, it's a little bit cold, you step outside, you breathe quickly, you can see a little bit of the mist. And out of nowhere, do maybe 60 miles an hour, I just ripped the wheel all the way to the left. And it was so hard, my car should have at least flipped, caught the pavement. It should have done something, but instead, my car does a 180. It stalls onto a grass median, and I thought I was dead, basically. I didn't even know why I turned the wheel to the left so abruptly because my brain had no time to process it. It just something came over me, and I just did it. I didn't realize until afterwards that there was a car going the wrong way at about 60 miles an hour. This is the night before Halloween, by the way, so maybe drunk driving, maybe not, who knows. And here's what I did in that instance, is I got extremely angry. My wife almost just didn't have a husband. My kids almost just didn't have a father. I was more mad that that person almost just took something away from my loved ones rather than me just dying there in the middle of the road on a head-on collision. So I did what any natural person would do. I tried to catch up to them so I could make them pay or do whatever, but it ended up not working. I went home, kissed the kids, kissed my wife, went to bed, grateful. Now, the reason I tell you this story is because the exact same thing just happened to me today. Figuratively, though. So I'll explain. I'm driving home in traffic, much less life risking, and the same thing happens to me. Something comes over me, I have no time to react, and but instead of cutting the wheel all the way to the left and doing a 180 with my car and it's stalling and almost dying, it was a decision and a goal that I made. Now, I'll tell you this goal, and I'll tell you how me achieving my goal is going to help you. But first, a little bit of context on why I'm so confident that I'm going to actually achieve this goal, because I've achieved the goal before. So I'll explain. A few years before this, I was earlier on in my career and not making a lot of money because I was earlier on. So I had a side business. The side business ended up growing very rapidly. I mean, I would have a business checking account that would have $100,000, $120,000, $130,000 running through it every single month. Now, that's not all profit. I didn't keep all of that. Our margins were pretty low. They were like 30%. But I was keeping a lot of it. I was making a lot of money. And as I started to make that money, I started to do stupid stuff. Spending it. I stopped focusing on the things that I needed to do in order to continue to grow the business. I stopped learning. I didn't learn how to lead, manage, hold my team accountable. I learned a whole bunch about like marketing and sales and all this stuff. And it did very well up until it didn't. And then once it didn't work well, instead of me going back to the roots of what made the business successful in the first place, is you do what people do sometimes. You maybe you abuse a little bit of alcohol, maybe have sleepless nights, short temper at home with the kids or the wife or the spouse or family, kind of seclude yourself, feel sorry for yourself. I did that all the way until I basically nuked the business, had to foreclose on a home, massive credit card debt, had all the letters, all the process servers sending me all the letters. You tell me I've been through it when it comes to financial stress. And I've been digging myself out of that hole for a while now, and I'm doing well. But the decision that I made while I was driving today, just snap at an instance, was I'm going to document my journey of escaping the hole that I dug myself in. And I have a goal, which is I'm going to save up $55,000 to around $65,000 and open up my own jiu-jitsu gym. Now, I'm not even a black belt, I'm a blue belt, but I'm going to solve those problems as they come. I'm going to find out how to find people, how to find an office space, market and sell the gym, operate it, all while doing a full-time job. And here's the reason why I'm making this video in the first place, is because I'm going to document that journey and I'm going to help you achieve one of your goals so that you can see how it is coming from somebody who's been down that path before and has made it and has been successful with it, but just tell you which mistakes not to make, because I've been there, I've achieved it before, and I've made all the mistakes, and I know what it takes to get it, and I know what you have to avoid in order to not lose it. And I'm doing that process over again. So if you're someone who wants to change your life, then subscribe to these videos, because I'll be putting them out and I'll be documenting the whole journey. And maybe, hopefully, if 1 second of one of these videos helps you get 1 inch further in your journey, then my mission is accomplished.